Welcome to the Dan Stevens Show from my house slash car slash van in Edinburgh, Edinburgh in Scotland. I'm here at the look. I'm in a car park. I'm living in a car park over here. Too tight to get accommodation. It's too scabby with money in a car park. I mean, what can you do? My friend and the guy who I'm doing the show with, Rob Nodder, two comedians at the Edinburgh Fringe doing a show together. It's at every night at 10:50 p.m. Goes on for an hour. There's still another 23 hours in the day you have to fill. I don't know what this is. I hope it's making me better at comedy because, like, I feel it's a lot of freedom, kind of, when you're somewhere living in a van. Look, bloody things. Penalty charge notices, two of them. I don't like the Scottish government giving me them things, and they've upped parking to £8 per hour around the city. Probably should have flown over. Probably should have paid for accommodation. That's worth a night's worth of accommodation there with them parking tickets. I got two parking tickets there. Oh, what did I say? It's £100, but it goes down to 50 if you pay it within a shot. Yeah, shut up. I don't think they'll chase me back to Ireland. I'm considering. Well, I am gonna pay them. Wink, wink for the listeners. But it's just crazy. It's really, really windy at the moment. I'll tell you as well. I've recorded 2 episodes in the last week with guests, and the first one was with my buddy Dylan McDonough. Then Audacity crashed on my laptop, which is the recording platform I use for my podcast. Lost the recording for that. Had to delete it. It was a brilliant podcast. And then just a couple of hours ago, in the student accommodation in the kitchen, I set up a beautiful podcast with another comedian, Owen Collins. And I had got a new laptop to sort out the sound, and then set everything up perfectly. Well, I obviously didn't, because I didn't set up the podcast mics correctly to the laptop, and I lost that one as well. So then I had to change back into the suit. So I'm here sitting in my car for the listeners in my house. I'm gonna actually take the camera and show you the back of the. So I'll describe it. It's just single mattress in the back. It's a bit messy there at the moment. Don't have much storage. She's a bit messy. It's very windy out, and I suppose this is a little bit of a blog for a change. So how's the Edinburgh Festival been? It's a chaotic place. It is an attack on the nervous system. Or is the nervous system? I'm not sure if that's the right. You go down to the Cowgate area. You go down to the Royal Mile area. I think it's called that. I don't know. They have all these names for it. You have just cities. You know, it's a nice city. Everybody's doing their shows. There's loads of English twats everywhere. Sorry, I'm gonna say things on this that I'm very low on energy. Now, I will tell you, because I don't want to seem like Bear Grylls or something, that I'm out camping in the wild, and then you get accused of. I did stay above a pub last night. What a kip that was, by the way. I mean, you go on booking.com. I had some Rev points built up, which is Revolut, which is a banking app for anyone that's not wherever Europe. I don't know where Revolut is, but I built up Rev points from all the money I had to spend to get here. And then I booked a hotel, and it said, "Oh, it's Sea View," and it looked lovely in the pictures. And they turn up, and there's some sort of function going on in the pub, and then they didn't have me booking. And then there's people with leg tattoos at the bar, aggressive Scots. I don't know what to make of these Scottish people, honest to God. The older ones are just cranky, and then the younger ones are all like, I don't know. I went to a cafe yesterday, Fitzroy or something. I don't know what it was, but I went into the cafe and there's a counter, and on one side the woman is making the coffees. I think she was a woman anyway, I don't know. And then you can't even ask. I don't even know. Some people just look like, I don't know what they are, and then if you ask them it's offensive. So what am I supposed to do? Like, anyway, the other side of the counter is person making the coffee. So they use one side of the whole building to take orders, and then there's a little cooking place, and then the other side is to make the coffees. And then I'm like, oh yeah, where do I get this? She goes, wait outside. So you have to stand outside on the street for your coffee, waiting for your coffee. And then this person comes out then and gives it to you after about 20 minutes. They make one coffee. It's just... Anyway, I swear to God, people coming up outside on the street, sorry, are you in the queue? I'm like, what queue? What are you talking about? What queue? You can't even go in there. Where am I supposed to stand? There's a bus stop as well. There was people standing at the bus stop, and, you know, someone was like, oh, are you in the queue? The fellow was like, I'm at the bus stop. So I think in general, I don't know if the Edinburgh people like that there's a arts festival going on. So they give you some of them do and some of them don't. I don't know, but £8 an hour parking. There's a car going by there. I'm actually, sleeping is my favourite part of it when I'm asleep, to be honest. And doing the gig, obviously, I love doing the gig with Rob Notter. He's great, like, great doing the gig with him. He's top man. We're good mates, you know. Trust each other. We have each other's back. But then, yeah. So, sleeping in that place last night, you know, and even there was no point. I thought, like, basically what I was doing by booking a discounted place with my rev points from booking.com was, I was like, right, if I don't know how tired I am because I'm sleeping in the car. I don't know if I'm getting proper sleep. About 4 in the morning, the light comes through the windows. I don't want to block them out because I have to let air in. Okay? I know you're all thinking, oh, put curtains on them or something. I don't. No. I let the air in all night. There's little rain shields on the... I don't know if you can see it. You see there? They kind of... The rain doesn't come in. The air circulates. And I was like, I don't know if I'm exhausted or if I'm okay. One night in a bed will tell me. And then the bed was not as comfortable as the car. And then even because the show was only finished at like midnight every night, I don't get sleep till about 2 a.m. anyway. And I had to check out at 10. There's people in that Brabbleston house. I don't know what it was called, the place, but I think it was a bank holiday here. Yesterday, I don't know what's going on. So as far as tickets go, as far as the show is going, Thursday night was our first night, our debut night, MWA, Mullets with Attitude. 3 people in, great show, like, you know, it holds 60. 3 were in there, they enjoyed it, we enjoyed it. But you'd be hoping for more. Friday we got 15, Saturday 16, Sunday 5. So, now it's Monday. How's it gonna go? I don't know. But there is I haven't clashed with anyone yet, really, any Scottish people, but my house here is actually moving around. I ran out of battery the other day, actually, as well. I left my ignition kind of half running. You know, when it's running without the engine on. You know, going out into the city one day. I got the train in. £4.30 to go one stop on the train as well into the city. £4.30. It's like I got charged £5.10 for a coffee yesterday. They can't even look you in the eye when they're doing it to you. They know well. And you're like, oh, thanks. So, yeah, me mullet as well. Like, because I'm we're advertising a show called Mullets with Attitude, handing out our flyers, our marketing flyers. And people are like, oh, take the hat off. I'm like, I take the hat off, and they're like, oh, that's bang average. Shut up, you. It's part of my jokes, alright? I know it's looking there now, but I went for a swim one of the mornings in Portobello Beach. That was nice. Parking again, I'm always afraid of getting a parking ticket because they're not clear with the rules, so then you get caught. Schleveens. Also, yesterday, a bit of a personal story. Unisex toilet in the theatre place where we're performing. Oh, I'll do that. Sorry, a little bit of air in there. Unisex toilet, fine. I go in though. There's like 4 sinks, 3 horse boxes, and there's a woman standing at the sink, and she's dressed up and all, and she's just looks like a supermodel. And this is the reality of unisex toilets. Like, you could hear a pin drop in there, and I have to go in then, and she's just standing at the sink, right? Like, I'm literally trying to take a shit like 1.5 meters away from her. I can't go anywhere else, and I'm sitting there, and I really needed to go. I don't have a toilet in my car, if you don't know that. So in the evening then, sometimes I'll be bunged up, and I'm like, really, I'm like, I'll go in here, and you go in, and then there's just like literally a princess, like, standing at the sink. Like, what am I supposed to do here? So I had to obviously put a layer down. If there was plenty of toilet roll, thankfully. She's just still standing there. I can hear her. She's going. She's coughing. Like, what's she coughing for? So I put a layer down anyway. This is a bit graphic, but I don't care. This is like, it's not fair. I don't mind unisex toilets, but this is the reality. Anyway, I put a layer down, and then you're hoping for no noises, when you're doing your droppings. And I can't cough because that's obvious, as I say, like, I can't go. Waiting for her to go. I was holding it and then trying to control my, movements. Yeah, so frustrated about the podcast that I lost today. I just want to make sure I promised me listeners and viewers every week there will be a podcast. So this is the update from Edinburgh. It's mayhem. It's expensive. Put a lot of money into it. There's not really many people going to our gigs, but there's enough that we can improve as comedians. I have to tell Owen Collins now that check him out on Owen Collins, EOGHAN Collins. He's very good and great comedian. Really funny Instagram as well. He's very funny. He's doing a show over here as well. He would have been this week's episode, but I made it. I didn't set things up right because I have a new laptop now. But in the long run, it will be good. Now this episode's on my own. Last week's episode got 10 views. Average length of view 33 seconds. So yeah, that's good, isn't it? That's worthwhile as well. Gigs have been going well. They have been going well anyway. But I just feel the thing is that when you have complete and utter freedom, which I basically do, I just need petrol, and I can kind of do whatever, and my car's working, you're fine. But the battery runs out. That's a nightmare. The battery did run out, I mentioned earlier, and a fella did help me after a few hours. I went around this university here, and fair play, they're letting me stay here, but they don't know I'm staying here in the car park. Like, And I went in, and they're like, I was like, any chance I could get a jump off one of you? 2 women, and I thought, Jesus, I need to be careful of what I'm saying. That means something else in Dublin. And I had to say, my battery is gone, and they're like, no, none of us drive. Try go down to somewhere else. They all sent me somewhere else. About 2 hours I was waiting. I had to wait for a fella to come in. I had a hero come in, English fella, and I won't say his name. I had jump leads and everything. He let me start the car off his battery, and it worked. It was great. Nice little chat with him. I said, "Oh, what's the name of your show? I'll come and see your show." He told me the name of the show, and I did go and see it, and it was shite. Sorry, it was terrible. It made me feel a lot better about me and Rob's show. I think at least we have a lot of good jokes, you know. I think anyway, people are laughing. So, but I gave him a tenner anyway. Kind of defeats the purpose of him helping me, doesn't it? I hope he doesn't listen to this. He won't listen to it. Even if he does, then just yeah. I mean, I think he knows you need to improve your show. So that's what's been happening. I've been here now 5 nights. Back in the car. Back in the car now after last night. Having a sleep in the upstairs in the pub. As I say, getting to bed at 2 a.m. anyway. Makes no odds where you sleep. I had to check out at 10. When I'm in the car, the light is waking me up. You have to be fairly mentally tough to do this, you know. And then I've committed myself to 2 gigs a day, which made making this podcast quite. If you can't tell, I'm under a bit of pressure. Got bitten in the face before I came over. I was cutting down a tree or pulling down a tree because it was blocking the satellite dish on my Sky Digital box. So I had to pull down a tree and got bitten by a spider or a mosquito in the face or something like that. So I had a big cut on my cheek or a big spot. I picked at it. I just have a habit of doing that. It's healing now, but the other night on stage it kind of started bleeding, so that wasn't great. Your face starts bleeding on stage. I mean, what can you do? What else has been happening? Got the ferry over. Fish and chips on the ferry. You think that'd be fresh, wouldn't you? Horrible it was. Throw a line over the side. That'd be the freshest fish you could get. Wasn't nice. Heartburn after it. I've had 2 feeds of Greg's. Ultimate heartburn. Lava chest after it. So I'll be cutting back on that. Doing a lot of steps around the place. It's always nice to see all the other Irish comedians around the place. Have a nice little chat with them. I'm meeting some nice English people too, and Scottish people, Australians. Out flyering, it's just soul destroying really. But you can have a nice conversation with people too. You know, you're begging people to come to your show, handing them your flyers, and sometimes they come, mostly they don't. There's thousands of shows to pick from for them, so it's just that's the nature of the beast. So we're doing all right. Me and Rob, we're doing all right. I will, but definitely sleeping at the end of doing the show and sleeping is the highlight. The rest of the time is brutal. Not grounded at all, you know. I don't feel I have the freedom, but no grounded. I'm not grounded. Having a home, there's something to it. I never realised the importance of having a home, having a base, a concrete base in the earth where you can call your own. It's very important for the spirit, I think. But then it is beautiful having the freedom to park up wherever I want, and I'm still getting used to driving around in this thing. I bought this car 2 years ago now, and always with the intention of doing this, and never really did it. And finally I bit the bullet and I'm doing it over here, sleeping in it, showing myself that I can do it. The bleeding wind is. Can you hear that wind? I'm sure you can. Terrible. But how long do I have left? Fourth. It's the fourth now. We've 20 days left of shows. One day off in between. I'll be heading back to Dublin in the middle. We have for a night, and I'll do a bit of washing and yeah, right. I will. I'll just rest up probably. Have a cup of tea in the middle of it all. Collect me out. That's the real reason. Collect the out. So yeah, I don't know why I'm whistling instead of saying the dole, because that's what it is. Definitely not making money out of this anyway, so I don't think they have anything to worry about if you're gonna report me or something. So it's good. Me and Rob Donner, we have a support network kind of for each other. One day I might be a bit down the dumps. Next day he might be a bit down the dumps. We lift each other up. It's good. Try to help each other. And that's it. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, we've had a couple of people giving out about the name of our show, MWA, Mullets with Attitude. Someone walked by, saw the poster and was like, oh, that's appropriation. Scottish people. It's appropriation. Of what? Like, what are you talking about? Didn't even say if it was cultural or just that's appropriation. Whatever, you freak. And then one of the people that works in the bar was like, it's a bar near where the show is on. You get discounts on drinks, and Rob was like, oh, I'm a performer. I'm a performer here. The guy is like, oh, which show is it? And he goes, MWA. Have you seen it? Have you heard of it? He goes, oh yeah, I saw the posters around, alright. Interesting choice of words. Or sorry, he said, interesting wordplay. So why? Because it's instead of NW. What, do you prefer the original word? Like, what are you talking about? It's a bloody marketing thing. Just wrong with people. Most people are sound though. Meet a lot of cool people as well out in the streets. Meet a lot of cool people here. A lot of nice people. I think just the accommodation prices just get absolutely put through the roof here. Oasis are on next weekend. There's 3 weekends at the Edinburgh Fringe. That's how it works. The first weekend is done now. The second weekend is usually the busiest, I think. So Oasis are here for that. That should be interesting. Other than that, that's about it. I'm going to leave you at that. I'll be back again next week with another one, and in a couple of weeks with the regular episodes. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share, follow, give a good rating, all that stuff. Do what you can to help, please. That would be great. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.